Hi, and welcome to the webinar on financing your executive MBA with your military benefits. Excuse me. My name is Rebecca Melva, and I'm the Managing Director of Financial Aid here at the Yale School of Management. And I wanted to spend just a few minutes today walking you through how you can marshal all of your GI Bill or other bill benefits in order to support your studies here in the MBA for Executives at Yale SOM. So without further ado, I'll tell you a little bit about what our office, the Office of Financial Aid, can help you with. We will really work with you from the time you're admitted, and in fact, our admissions colleagues do a great job of sending you information even before you're admitted to get a sense of how these benefits will work for you. We will update these periodically, send those to you. We make sure that they're on your student bill, any benefits, and so that you're not receiving any late fees. We work with the VA directly. We work with different branches of the military as well for those of you who will be attending and receiving active duty benefits. And we're happy to prepare any documentation with different colleagues across the school for those needs and requirements. I wish we could tell you when your checks are going to come. We can only really tell you when our certifying officer has done what she needs to do. I wish we could tell you right now how next year's VA rates will work with next year's tuition. Unfortunately, we have to wait on those. As soon as we know them, we put them in and we send them out to you. I want to talk a little bit about things that we're proud of here at the Yale School of Management. We are officially, per GMAC, a military-friendly school. If you are a military member, you can receive an application fee waiver. We also have a memorandum of understanding with West Point. So for those of you who are teaching at West Point, you receive different benefits and are charged a different tuition fee in order to attend the Yale School of Management. So if that's you, please reach out to our MBA admissions staff, and we'll walk you through how that works as well. So, as you can see, number 5 on the slide here is the most bold and the largest because the vast majority of our veterans will attend the program on the post 9/11 GI Bill, which is also called Chapter 33. We do have a handful in the past who have gone through Montgomery. We don't have many who have used the dependents educational assistance, although I imagine that will increase over time. We have quite a few people using VOC Rehab, which is number 4, and we have quite a few, particularly in our MBA for Executives, who attend while they are active duty in a various branch of the military. So because most of you are post 9/11 GI Bill veterans, I want to spend the bulk of my time today focusing on that. Again, for Chapter 33 eligibility, this is currently how eligibility is determined. Our program does not determine your eligibility. That's going to be determined by the VA. This is the standard that they apply. This is me pulling really bad ranks off the internet. I hope they're correct. Please feel free to reach out and tell me if they're not. But essentially, they look at your length of active duty post 9/11, and they assign an eligibility to you. If you are 100% eligible for the post 9/11 GI Bill, extra things like yellow ribbon kick in. If you are, I want to be clear that the maximum tuition benefit is tied to the maximum tuition benefit of that program in the state you live in. So for us, that is the University of Connecticut's MBA program. Our executive MBA students are lucky enough to receive 3 annual tuition payment programs and are able to fill in the rest using Yellow Ribbon Program funds if they are GI eligible. So let me walk you through a little bit how that works as well. Again, you have to be 100% eligible and you have to be going to a participating school. Of course, Yale SOM is a eligible school. And you also have to have a certain number of slots. We have no cap for those slots. So if you're 100% eligible, this is entitlement funding from us and from the VA as well. I won't spend too much time here, but I'm very proud that our school is the first. We may not be the only, but we're the only elite MBA and MBA program to offer full rides. And essentially, it's a free MBA for those eligible veterans at 100%. All right, so what does this look like in year one for you? In year one, you're going to receive, again, I'm focusing on 100% eligibility here. These will be tiered, and I will show you how they're tiered in a minute. But right now, for tuition, because you start over 2 different fiscal years for the VA, you actually get a full tuition payment, again, capped at UConn's tuition payment twice. You're going to receive one in fall, and you will receive one in spring. I've put in the 2019-20 number here, ballpark, for you, so you can get a sense. In addition, you get $1,000 for books. That's going to be paid directly to you. Tuition payments come to the Yale University Bursar's office. If you are 100% eligible, but you're active duty, then you're not going to get any of the books or living expenses. You also get the board and housing allowance, which is tied to the zip code of this building. That's approximately $2,900 a month. Again, that has increased in the past. In some zip codes, it is decreasing. We have not had that situation. It is tied to E5 with dependents and at the VA level. Again, zip code, not where you live, but of 165 Whitney Avenue, New Haven, Connecticut. For MBAs, you do not receive this full amount typically, and that is because of something called a rate of pursuit. So unlike a traditional full-time MBA student who is sitting in the classes in their chairs for 9 months and then 8.5 months, you are sitting more periodically over 22 months. So this is then calculated over the 22 months rather than over the 9 + 9 months. And again, I will show you how that works in a minute. At 100% eligible, any remaining tuition and mandatory fees is then covered by the Yellow Ribbon VA as well as the Yellow Ribbon Yale match. Again, these are paid directly to Yale. What is not covered through any of these tuition or Yellow Ribbon payments is the portion of your tuition and fees that is for your board and housing. That is paid directly to you from the VA, the middle little house standalone there, so you will be responsible for paying that portion to Yale. Year 2 changes a little bit, and that's because you don't receive 2 tuition payments. You will receive one, but you will not receive it until spring term. So that first semester is going to be covered by Yellow Ribbon instead. So you'll still get your books paid to you directly. You will still get your BAH, again, using rate of pursuit for MBA rules. And your Yellow Ribbon now goes up almost $10,000 each in order to cover the differential as well. Now, how do you know how this all works together? And that is because even before you are admitted, our MBA admissions team will send you a calculator that we have put together for you where you are going to enter in your eligibility, and if you're lucky to receive any additional outside aid, and then all of these numbers will pop up for you and tell you exactly how much you will owe or how much you will be lucky to receive as additional funds. A note to the Ys on vets.gov, there is a benefits estimator. I love it and I hate it. I love it because the spirit of it is to provide resources to veterans to get a sense of really what level of support they will receive. I hate it because it's not really helpful for our MBA students. It's not even helpful for our largest program here, the MBA program. And that is because Yale's numbers will all be geared towards Yale College. Tuition is different, fees are different, et cetera. And so you will have to manually update that. Instead, I urge you to contact our MBA admissions team for that support calculator that uses our numbers and will be more factually accurate than this. However, in general, this is a great tool for you to use to compare different schools and to know just really quickly whether they participate in Yellow Ribbon, et cetera. So for you, what you need to do if you don't know what your eligibility is, you first should apply for your eligibility on Vaughn app. It's just an online tool. That then stimulates the folks in Buffalo, New York to figure out what your eligibility is, 100% or down from there as well. Again, that vets.gov tool that I was talking to you about is a good resource for you. Take it all with a grain of salt. The VA will then send you your certificate of eligibility, which we, of course, will abbreviate to call your COE. Please send that to us. We have a form where we will collect that for you and from you. And then our certifying officer, who is the registrar, will certify you once you show up for orientation in the summer. That will then cue your BAH to start making payments, and then we will also put all of this information on your student bill so that you're not taking out loans to cover any of these expenses, that you're not getting late fees from the University Central Bursar as well. So again, this VA support estimator is our best guess on what you are likely to receive, and it is available at any time throughout the admissions process from our MBA admissions office. Please reach out to them. Our registrar will continue to certify your enrollment, and so you should receive your benefits. If you have any issues, please come and talk to our office or go and talk to the certifying official. I like to joke to our veterans that you will be my best friends for the next 2 years, but we do enjoy working with you and making sure you use the funding for your education that is a result of your excellent service to the country. And we thank you for that, and we thank you for your time today. And please let us know if you have any questions, and good luck as you navigate the application for the MBA for Executives Yale SOM program.